all saw that we got it last night. Guess what? It's always due. Electrify it! Say it! Big stuff! Do it! Say it! Say it!
One lunch for the rest of our lives. One lunch for the rest of our lives! Dawn! The most popular guess that was thrown out there in the comments, which let me do a little check-in real quick. Oh yeah, that's right. It's Dawn! Assemble! It's Dawn!
Dons are divorce.
It's Dons or divorce with the most satisfying food out there. That's the Dons! Getting done!
Oh, let's go!
Fucking knew it. Dons! A little bit of some pan Dons.
Whoa, hold on.
I can't go pan Dons. All right, fine. Dons! Dude, if it's panda, I'm gonna be actually pissed.
God, Oh, no winners.
We're going with Dons today. 100 nuggets, I can feel it.
How many nuggets can you eat in one sitting?
100. Maybe not. No, 80.
You can't eat 80
I promise you I can't. I've done it.
Mouth sex.
That was pretty good. You can finish the box. How many does they have left in there?
1.5.
1.5.
They just don't taste good. They don't taste good.
Yeah, $50. Let's go.
$50.
I'm cracking an egg with one hand.
Yeah.
All right, easy.
What's wrong with this kid?
These people can't break eggs.
Oh, fuck, this is hard.
Hold on, let me see the camera. Oh, it's so good. In my eyes and shit. There was so much of it on Nick's face.
I was about to say, is anyone hungry for lunch?
And don't judge a man in his ham, bro. Shit's good as fuck.
Dawn, man. Tony leaving BDGE definitely makes me sad, man. Love having Tony, man. I'm gonna miss him, but I do know he's gonna go on to only do great things and kill it in whatever he decides to do.
This just hurt.
You see that shit?
Holy shit, Hey Tony, name's Gage. I just want to say thank you so much for all the memories and all the time at BDGE. You were definitely one of the favorites, and it's sad to see you go, but I wish you the best in your future.
Always appreciate you, Tony, and love you, buddy. Gonna miss you, man.
I just wanted to say that this is going to be the greatest, most highly anticipated fantasy football league the world will ever know. And it's not going to be because of a $5K prize. It won't be because of the last place punishment. It's because of the dudes in this room right here and the journeys that we go through, all right? Underdogs making a miraculous comeback, friends becoming enemies and actually hating each other, all right? This league is going to be as great as we make it in here. Let's capture what it means to be in the best fantasy football league ever.
Tony's player comp? Simple. Derrick Henry. Kid's just a workhorse.
And a Derek Carr hater.
Biggest Saints hater on the planet.
I think you fucking hate Adam Thielen.
I do hate Adam Thielen. He's a scumbag. All right, are we good? Am I on camera?
Are you good?
You're good.
We're all
You're
good.
fine.
Right.
You're on.
Selling your morals here for a quick $1 million. It's okay. People have done way worse for a lot less.
Tony is so committed to being a hater that he gets paid to heckle his own boss.
Dude, fucking pick a spot.
Dude, how about you fucking pick a spot?
You pick a spot, dude.
30 spots left.
You're messing me up here. Two.
The
One.
nope.
5.
What do you mean? I fucking just said it
was wrong. You said it was wrong either way.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Fucking read the question. There's no shot you read that. You were just buzzing in. Fuck you.
I was.
And so, for one last time, for the rest of our lives,
Show me.
jersey number 4.
Number 4.
I'm going back to Cali.
One more final last handshake.
Handshakes.
Deal.
Deal.
It's a deal.
It's a deal. New intern. Sup?
Niggas pistol popping like it's 1999. I was 9, maybe 10. Then again, never mind. Press for wine, back in time before rappers dropping dimes. Trap or die, chopping pies with cliches all in they rhymes. That was Gucci, Prada, and anything designer. Money, power.
Nicholas, who's number 1?
In that division?
Yeah, that feels insane.
Yeah.
I'd love
Is
to see
LaFleur going to do anything?
I'd love to see
He's made as far as Campbell.
In like 2 years.
Yeah, like,
Are they going to win anything ever?
In McConnell, you can make the same argument.
How long has McDaniel been there for?
I think it's 20.
LaFleur.
LaFleur's been there, I think 2018, 2019.
He has a winning percentage that's better than what I think he is.
No, he's like one of the all-time goats.
Not better. Like he has the greatest winning percentage.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's like
regular season type shit for sure.
You act like Campbell won something though.
Campbell's had 1 year to do it, and his entire defense got hurt. Last year, Detroit wins the Super Bowl if their defense doesn't get hurt. I don't think that's a hot take at all. They were the most well-rounded and the best team overall, and their defense shit the bed because they all got hurt.
Yeah, when did that feels like
I never got low. I'm not like
diabolical.
low on LaFleur. I just like he went in. He had Aaron Rodgers while he was during his MVP season.
Kind of a weak as hell, Aaron Rodgers.
2019,
MVP.
he was hired. So he's been there 5 years.
5 years, okay.
They went to that championship.
But I'm saying like you're saying like he hasn't won as much as Dan Campbell hasn't won more. It's like of course Dan Campbell's been there for a couple of years and he took over the worst roster ever. LaFleur got in there and had Aaron Rodgers who went out and won back-to-back MVPs.
But
He's number 4 now. You keep talking to me like that.
Went on an 8-year streak of not being MVP until LaFleur got there. You could argue it helped him.
I guess, but if you're just arguing that he like padded Aaron Rodgers' regular season stats, like I don't care about that as a coach.
They're building out the roster.
You would take Campbell over LaFleur?
Yeah.
I would.
If they both have good OCs.
But that's LaFleur. LaFleur, you're built in OC.
Yeah.
You see what LaFleur did with Malik Willis this year?
Oh, dude, I thought I had that thought.
That could be.
I had that thought. Malik Willis 2-0.
But I'm saying like the way that you would build a modern day
Like, they had-
franchise is what I'm saying is like you want a Dan Campbell at head coach and then you want a Ben Johnson at OC. It's not easy to get to Ben Johnson obviously, but I think I'd rather have that.
I think we'd be looking at this a lot different. Like you say, the defense was banged up for Detroit, but like the entirety of the Packers was beat up last year. Like they had nobody
I think
playing.
we were one of the healthier teams last year.
No, only one of their receivers played all 17 games. 1 out of 6 played all 17 games.
that's
Jordan
just
Love.
receiver. But
Jordan Love. Also,
Every player misses games.
Jordan
like
Love
going
also-
off of whether you played 100% of games is not a good argument.
Jordan Love also went out in the first quarter of
He
one
was
game.
hurt-
Went
he
out
was
in the
hurt
second
all year.
quarter of another
He was
game,
hurt
and then
all
missed
year.
2 other games. He missed
Yes.
technically 4 games, as well as Jair barely played, and half of their defense was in and out.
I
until
think they
Xavier
were a
McKinney was
relatively
good.
healthy team.
They
I'm not
played
arguing
fine,
that.
but I think
I'm not saying they were a bad
better.
team last year because I'm not saying they were a bad regular season.
But I'm saying we would have looked at it a
There's
little
room for
differently if
growth,
everyone was
though.
like healthy.
For sure.
But
I also
I
don't
don't
think
like-
Jordan Love has proven himself.
They're not. I don't think they're suffering
To be
more
like a-
injuries
No,
than
no,
what
I think
everybody
it's
else
very
is.
cute.
But I think he was hurt last year. I also think he's had a
he
pretty
was.
weak supporting cast. Other young quarterbacks through 2 years, everyone would be clamoring to get them help. Nobody's really been asking for that from Love.
I don't know. I feel like their weapons have shown enough like glimpses where it's like people think Watson's a good weapon. Jaden Reed is a good weapon.
I think Jaden Reed's good. I think Tucker
Yeah.
Kraft's good.
But
Dobbs
Watson
is a
also
fine
doesn't
possession
play.
guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
dead.
Like,
Dobbs literally like had like they were a hissy fit this year. Like didn't want to play football.
Dobbs was him this year.
Yeah, after he cried about not getting football.
That's also Jordan Love loves Romeo Dobbs. He goes on a fucking podcast and he's like, Tyreek Killed, Devontae Adams, Romeo Dobbs, top
Yeah,
3
but then
receivers in the
Romeo
league.
Dobbs-
So whose fault is that? Him.
He's crying?
He should go out there and fucking cry about other receivers then. He's like, we need more weapons. We need number ones.
I mean, they drafted Matthew Gold.
There you
Now
go.
they did. Now they're on
Now
there.
they have a
Now
weapon.
they're doing
So
it.
if you don't win the Super Bowl this year, trash.
So,
What's up, Stain?
I said Kevin O'Connell might be the best head coach in the NFL. Looking at the board, I don't think there's anyone I would take over him.
Coach McVay.
like NFL.
I would probably
McVay,
McVay's in that
Andy Reid,
discussion.
maybe thoughts.
So
What?
You would trade Shanahan for O'Connell?
Yeah, I love Shanahan. I would trade him for O'Connell.
If you were
I don't
a
think
Chiefs-
that's that crazy right now, to be honest.
I would trade Shanahan for O'Connell
Why
and
don't you like
McVay,
O'Connell?
and that's it.
No, I love O'Connell, but to trade something you have that's amazing.
But I think it's an
O'Connell's
upgrade.
never like done anything like as Nick would say, done anything.
I think.
Do you
No.
understand if Dan Campbell touched
I'm not talking about
in
Dan Campbell right now.
Carolina,
I'm
you guys
talking
would be in
about
the Super Bowl
trading.
in 2 years.
I'm talking about trading
Stop,
Shanahan for.
Move Canales down to
I'm talking
OC.
about-
Move Canales down to
I'm-
OC. Dan
Shanahan-
Campbell head coach. Bryce Young is.
What I'm talking about
Bryce
is
Young is
not
Brock
Dan
Purdy.
Campbell. I'm talking about if you were to trade Shanahan for O'Connell when Shanahan's proven to make the Super Bowl multiple times and take
This
teams.
stuff.
Like, I feel like I think I agree entirely with Jimbo. Like if you're taking Shanahan and moving, I feel like that's.
I think Shanahan has
Don't ask
a
me
lot
about
of blame
this.
for the 2 Super Bowl losses.
As long as he does delivery.
I think
But at
like
least he's made it there.
right, but I don't think O'Connell. I
What's your
don't
match?
being like O'Connell wouldn't have made the Super Bowl if he had the Niners roster and was running that team. If Panthers were in the Super Bowl, who would you least want to see between Bills, Ravens, Chiefs?
The Panthers, At that point,
You wouldn't
I don't
care?
care.
I just couldn't
At that point,
imagine
I
entering
don't.
a Super Bowl and it's like Bryce Young or Patrick Mahomes. Like
And
they're in the same
I'll
day.
be on the Bryce Young fucking horse, leading the way.
What's up? It's Friday, June 6th. What do we do this week, man? What do we do at work this week? It's Tony's last week, man. It's kind of mostly why I came down. I want to see Tony before he goes. You know, obviously, I was only here for a short time, but getting the chance to work with Tony, obviously still friends with the fellas. Me and Tony play a little fantasy baseball together. I know you guys are going to miss him. I'm certainly going to miss, you know, when I do come and make these visits, being able to see him. Obviously, you guys knew him originally as the Dons guy. Blossomed into so much more than that. You know, he's just a member of trivia and all the fantasy content and everything that goes on here. So it's definitely unfortunate to see him go. I hope you guys give him all the love and praise that he deserves. Working here is a lot of fun, and as somebody that made the decision to leave and, you know, had to leave, it's not easy. It's a really good group of guys here. It's a really special place, special people. I know you guys are gonna miss them. I really am too. I miss y'all, man. I miss the fans. I miss the peeps. I don't really post too much more on social media. Kind of focus on my job, my life that I have, and I do miss the fans. You know, occasionally I see comments like, oh, like this, you know, we miss Matt, whatever, and I always appreciate it. I do try to keep up with everything that goes on here because the month and a half that I was here was a lot of fun, and I do really love these guys, appreciate these guys. Always open door. I don't even tell Nick when I'm coming. I just show up. Spread the love, man. Spread the love to Tony. Spread the love to everybody. A new chapter. Things changing at BDGE, but I think the content's going to be really good. I think there's a lot of good things coming forward, especially on the betting side. Getting ready for, you know, football season. Starting to kind of turn up the wicker a little bit here as we get into the summer. Fantasy and some of those discussions begin. I think the good things are on the horizon, regardless of the change. So, peace.
All right, Steen. Do a transition. Do a transition where we all morph our faces into different
AI.
Put it all into Matt.
Give me Matt's neck. Come on.
I'm gonna Photoshop you. Yeah. You don't have to do that.
I don't. Just trying to make your life easier, Jeff.
Day, time.
Matt already did it, right?
Who's Matt? New intern.
Today's Friday, June 6th. The last Friday we will ever have with Tony. Ever.
That's crazy.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Shout out the new vets in the room. Crazy.
Yeah.
the new
do
OGs.
you guys feel different?
In a bad way.
I feel old
In a
as
bad
hell.
way?
Or
My knees are cracking a little more. Back's hurting when I get up. I do the every time I stand up.
snapback.
you guys
brought in a
always
22-year-old.
Yeah, dude.
You guys have always considered yourself old. You guys are very young.
When Berm,
You guys have been 23 for 10 years.
when I facts.
Every
when-
day I ask you,
We
it's still
swore
23.
we hired you when you were 24.
Like every 4 months, Joe takes a picture of me. It's a different person.
I just found the picture of the
Well,
second
you guys
day I was
finally
in the office.
look like your age. I kind of feel like you looked young.
Dude, I literally found a picture of me second day ever in the office, and I was like, yeah, it's not the same person. I was like, that is.
Oh, well, we have the group one.
No, yeah.
That was like a
there's-
vlog.
Matt looks exactly the same. Maybe his neck got bigger.
Does it feel like a long time since you got hired here?
Yeah, feels like a while.
I mean, when
Has
you're
it been
hired
2
here,
years?
it's like, even though we were interns at first, it's like you still have like a crucial part of things to do here to where it's like you're thrown into like an important spot.
This
Like,
was me when we
gotta
first
grow up.
when I first got in the office. Like, I am not the same human. Like, that is.
Holy hell.
No, that's
See, you look
insane.
really young here.
No, yeah, I know. I was 21.
You look like a grown woman now.
I know.
I mean, yeah, just like I feel like a lot of growth happens.
That's what I mean. Like it's just the
Just to get stressed.
21 to like 24 is the big growth here.
Yeah, your guys' frontal lobes are still
I don't even think I had
developing.
like a beard at 21.
They're not even developed
I
yet.
won't.
That's what I
grow
mean.
beard
They're
till I
still
get
all
cooking.
brain rot.
I still can't.
Like I grew my beard, I feel like from 21 to 25.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You guys,
We're
you
still
guys,
far off.
Is that gonna come in?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I just
Maybe.
can't.
I think so. Dude, my dad didn't have much of a beard, and I feel like when I was your age, I didn't have much of one either.
Dude, I can't go in if I try. I go 3 weeks, I'll just look like a botch. I'm just saying, even when I go 3 weeks, it doesn't even look close. Like, I'm not even
yeah.
relatively in the atmosphere.
Well, you just got to age yourself
Mine just-
quickly.
I'm stressed.
All the anti-aging shit you're doing, reverse it.
Yeah.
Like, just.
The anti-age till like 30, and then start getting healthy again. That'll get your beard quick.
Gotta take more drugs. More, be out there.
Like I think I wanted just to know I can, but I don't think I actually want to be.
You look like you kind of have stubble there if you would let
I
it
could
go.
if I let it, but it's like patchy. I haven't let it actually go more than 2 weeks, so.
Yeah.
Because I think it looks shitty.
Have you ever let it grow here? 'Cause I feel like I don't remember ever seeing you without like a baby.
Like you
She
guys
did like a week and a half.
You guys
at
like
one
will
time.
see it a little bit, but
Can you let it rip? It
No.
can't be that bad.
It's
for
just
like
not
a week.
great. Fine, all right.
Let's be great.
How much are you really gonna be on camera that week? Come on, like we'll make sure it's
I
limited.
think you might be able to get past it. I feel like I had the same issue too, where it's like right here, it would stop, so it just felt like weird big ass mutton chop.
You just got the mutton
Yeah,
chop
and it was
one.
just like it needs to fill out, but then I think it eventually comes around.
Going like a hinge date, mutton chops.
Yeah.
Fuck hinge.
I could line you up. Line your beard up. You all ready for your move?
Getting there. I'm actually not technically out of my lease yet.
Are you just keeping shit here and gonna come back and forth then? Grab it?
No, so I'm trying to get out of my lease on the 15th, and we've been showing the apartment, but up until like a week ago or something, it was listed at such a ridiculous price that they couldn't get it leased. And so, like, I've been going back and forth with this, like the property manager or whatever, trying to get out of it. I think I'm gonna get out of it soon.
Like, what happens if you can't?
So I paid throughout June. Sorry, we're in June. Yeah, I paid throughout June. And part of the deal that I made with the landlord, was that I would pay for half a month if they also paid for a free half month. So now they can advertise it as whoever's coming in next gets a free month of rent. So I'm like, okay, we're doing that. I'm planning on going, and honestly, if they don't rent it out at the end of June, I don't think I'm just not gonna pay it for the last like 2 months.
But I'm saying you're moving your shit out next Thursday regardless, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like I have to get rid of a bed. How the fuck do you get rid of a bed? You just throw it out in the street?
You can go through like 1-800-JUNK. You can like get one of those companies, but they're they're expensive.
Okay, yeah, I would just throw it on the street.
Yeah, if you don't think like your landlord's gonna notice or something, then that might be the best move. But if they do, they could get mad about it.
It just feels like I'm just gonna dump shit on the street and then leave the state.
Metal?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how I've looked at a lot of stuff too. It's like we've done that with this office. We've had shit. I'd like take a chair, I would just like walk it down 2 buildings and like put it there. I'm like,
yeah,
anyone see that? Like, I'm good.
Like, everyone saw it, but no one's gonna say anything about it.
No one cares about it.
Or you can always find a bigger dumpster somewhere, and then like you can chuck shit in that. That's always
Yeah, it's just
go to find some sort of gas station, and be like, all right, here you go.
It's just like with no car in New York, it's like I'm not taking it anywhere.
That's
you know,
nice. That's nice. I forgot about that.
But yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of cars, beach trip coming up soon. Some thoughts? I do have a whip.
You got a big car?
I have a big enough to fit us. Big enough to fit us a few beach chairs and some beers and a football.
Fit beers in there? What beach you want to go to? What beach?
Oranges. I like to go to.
I'm gonna say like Philadelphia.
Cape May, like right out here in Jersey. Any of the Jersey beaches are pretty decent.
Yeah.
Wildwood's not bad.
Those are far. We don't have to go that far. We can go.
It's deep, yeah.
We can go to like Long Branch for fucking 40 minutes
anywhere,
away.
but like
actually
around.
Here.
Since I have a car, I mean, right here we could drive anywhere. Beach vlog. Bring Steve. Steve can come with his mom's minivan.
I think Steve know how to swim.
Steve will definitely show up.
I went to Steve's. He bought a house, and I went to it over 4th of July.
Memorial Day.
He had a
big 4th of July.
Dude, yeah. My short-term memory is like
it's bad.
Cooked. I was talking to someone in my building, and they're like, "Yeah, Mother's Day," and I was like, "Wait, when's Mother's Day?" And I was like, I was with my mom like last weekend for Mother's Day. Anyways, I was at Steve's house, and it's a cool house, but he's got a lot of different like weird closets that look like he just like hide bodies everywhere. Yeah, it's kind of sick.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, so we wanted to kill anybody.
Yeah.
Thoughts, J-Mo?
Steve really be yapping over this thing.
He's still thinking about that buzz cut.
One suggestion I have for you guys is that Super Bowl this year, Santa Clara. You guys should do something for it. Fly out Santa Clara, San Francisco. Saying it could be a move.
I think that was my second favorite one.
I agree.
Behind Wavelength.
Yeah, that was fun.
I think I had as much fun with that as Wavelength. I think Wavelength was like smoother just because it was a lot easier tech-wise, but I think they were both really fun.
Joe's got some work back there.
Joe was like an airplane fucking, like a pilot.
Just trying to land a plane back there.
Yeah. Not complicated, it's just so much.
I feel like the clock, dude, Yeah, I feel like if you just like kind of do that in your head, be like fucking.
We're also screaming at you about the clock.
Yeah, because the Excel sheet's like a little laggy when you type it in.
It's still cool as hell that he made it. Like
It's
that is
insane.
so cool.
That's actually the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, Microsoft Excel is sick when you actually know how to use it.
What if it took him so long to make it because he was importing one player at a time?
Maybe, dude.
Yeah, outside of Delaney Walker. I mean, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Had 2017 Marvin Jones.
Who's the guy I kept ripping back in the old office for tight end for Tennessee? Same time frame, but I was wrong every single time.
Jonnu Smith.
Jonnu Smith. Yeah, from Tennessee. Back in the day.
Tennessee Jonnu and last year Miami Dolphins Jonnu. It was like different eras.
Dude, they're like different players.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
not the same career.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Trump
Okay.
and Elon? I don't know enough. And I need to be informed.
I don't know enough either.
I need a side to root for.
I just see it in school.
We're just over basically.
I believe Elon's like such a genius, but I know he's a little weird.
He's weird, but his like intentions are he wants to save
Yeah.
the human race. That's the only thing he cares about. Basically, we just have spent so much money over the last X number of years that we're so far in debt. And Trump hired Elon to run the Doge department, and their job was to find everybody that's basically spending money unnecessarily within the government, find departments that are like taking on personal income that's coming out of the government budget. And we've got so far in debt, like we have all these departments that are spending all this money that are like not going to anything. And they'll be like, oh, we're raising a $500 million budget for this project. And they did that like 10 years ago and they haven't even started on the project. It's just a bunch of like wasteful spending that has like, killed our debt. And they have this new bill going through that they had like pushed through or organized for like a long time. Kind of last minute, Trump like dropped it at midnight, like 2 nights ago. And it didn't include a lot of the stuff that they had worked on during like the Doge campaign, because Elon came on as like a specialty advisor to the government, and in the role that he was in, he could only be in that role for like 90 days or whatever. So his time came to an end like 2 weeks ago, and that was like legally he can only play that role for that long or whatever. So he was out of the department. They didn't end up cutting a lot of the shit that Doge was like responsible for putting an end to originally. So it was like a lot of this stuff was Elon was hired to cut a bunch of spending. This bill went through that like basically did not do what Elon had intended it to do. And Elon's kind of like for the country. It's not like anti-Trump necessarily, but he's like, this is not what we had set out to do.
But was it rational for him to be like, oh, I'm like fully against Trump now? Like it feels like Elon.
His only priority was to cut the spending of America. He was like, we're looking at America as if it's a business. We had worked for the last 3 months, 4 months tirelessly to like put this plan together, and all of a sudden it just fell through. And it's like, if we don't do something about it with America soon, we're gonna have huge problems.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's wrong, but like then he went further. It's like Trump's on the Epstein list. And it's like,
well,
okay.
it's because it became personal, and Trump came out and was like, "Oh, Elon's only complaining because I cut his like energy part of the bill," and it was like he's only mad because I did this personally to him. And Elon's like, "That's not true at all." So then it just became personal after that.
You know what you could have used? Grok AI. Just typed in, hey.
Like just tell me
what side to root for.
Yeah. Tell me who Joe Rogan would want.
What are you guys thinking for league size? Like, are you thinking about cutting it down to 10?
Probably not.
That would suck.
16,
14,
probably 18 people.
20, two leagues. Are you out? Is that your way of saying you're out?
No, I'd be down to be in it, but like I also know that like I don't know if there's like more people in the office. Like, is Ron gonna be in the office? No.
Adam will be in it. The only one, if you're in it, the only one we need to replace is Adam and I. Andrew, yeah.
Is that weird to just have Andrew back in the league after being like?
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. But they'll have Jake in here, I think, like full time.
Right.
So Jake could be a part. We can. I'm not worried about that. Yeah.
Big T-Law guy.
He's got the Jags.
I can't wait to.
So
snipe
he
T-Law
doesn't
right
know
before.
ball, but he likes ball.
Yeah, let's get some chalk in here. Does Tim suck at fantasy football?
We need
Probably
one
doesn't
dude to
play
just
fantasy
tank.
football.
You always need the one guy that you can count on coming in last.
Yeah.
That's not going to be Joe.
I still think Nate's got that in his bag.
I think so too.
Yeah. I was gonna say Nate could be a sneaky good, but then I said that last year.
Did,
like eventually it's gonna.
Well, Nate was a total wild card going into last year.
He had
a lot of experience.
He had never played in a super flex league though.
That's
too.
fair. There's a learning curve.
Are me and Jimmy going to make more than one trade?
So, what did you tell Sexy about the league? Like, did you want him running content schedules for it or something?
Yeah, he's gonna like maintain the league pretty much.
Okay.
From a strategy standpoint.
So he's going to do all those weird ass settings? He's always a big, like, I want this
He's a big
flex,
weird settings
point
guy,
that, X for this,
No, I didn't.
add
it's
a
not
carry
the-
there.
No, that's not
Okay.
what I meant. What do you think? I'm just like
rushing attempt.
Yeah, like stuff like that. It's like, okay.
All right, so then I'll be back for the draft. End of August.
There we go.
Sounds like a plan. You're going to be as active on waivers this time?
then
Spending all
trade
your
off.
fab within the first few weeks again?
If I find another Tutu Atwell that I think's fucking worth it.
Dub.
If I find Trey Tucker again,
Yeah, it's a lead.
don't let me
That's
get
good
Trey
stuff. That's
Tucker
good
on my
stuff.
week 5 roster
That's
again.
what I'm saying.
I did think about that though. It's like I relied. I don't know if the trades actually helped in the long run, but like a lot of the trades I made were because I was in the office. You know?
You're just gonna. Well,
Dude,
now
I
your
might
team-
actually be
Your
good.
team's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, my
'cause you're
team's
not
gonna
gonna
be
make any
great.
moves.
I'll be away from off-season content, and I won't be able to make trades.
You'll be literally 10-4 with all of your fab dollars going into the playoffs.
All right, last vlog in the BDG trivia. I'll be back for Idiot League Mates. It was a good 4 years. Nice presidential run. Served my term. Served my country. Yeah, it went by. I think it went by like appropriately. The time, you know,
Didn't go by fast or slow.
It didn't, you know.
I was just here.
Yeah, I mean, if you think back to like when I first got here, that seems like a decade ago.
That seemed like Jonnu Smith on the Titans.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably was.
he was a Titan. Jonnu Smith may not even have been in the league. But yeah, learned a lot. Feel like BDG's in a better spot than when I first got here, so big props to me for that.
Big Elon Musk, Donald Trump scrap coming soon
Yeah.
between us. One more final last handshake. There you have it.
Handshakes.
Deal.
Deal.
It's a deal.
It's a deal. New intern. What kind of haircut do you think would fit Steen the best?
I am. What'd you say?
What kind of haircut do you think would fit Steen the best?
You did the buzz once, didn't you? Go back to your old hair. Like long, for real.
For real.
Didn't last.
It's because you didn't have enough heart or
No,
determination
I thought
or
I
fight.
did. I was committed.
Wow, you thinking about switching up your hair? I figured y'all were getting emotional in
Just
here.
don't
I didn't know
like
we
the
were.
same
I didn't know we were talking about JMO's hair.
It's just hot.
Yeah, we're all dying of heat.
Don't do that to me. Y'all
Okay,
get,
Hale.
did y'all get like sentimental in here?
No.
Did y'all get honest?
Make sure to like, subscribe.
This and getting honest with the boys.
Next time. Peace.
One lunch for the rest of our lives. One lunch for the rest of our lives. Dawns! Till like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. or something to eat lunch because I was waiting for a Costco order to get here so I can make some oatmeal and bananas. And I had a whole list of shit that I ordered. And this dude was more inaccurate than drunk Jay Cutler in a playoff game, all right?
Confront him about it?
No, he
Oh, he
dropped
just
it and
dropped it.
dipped. Smart move by him because
Typical.
I would have wrung him out. Because this is fucking terrible.
Tell him what you ordered and what it came
Okay,
with.
so this was supposed to be different. This was supposed to be different chicken. This is fucking breaded chicken. Whatever, you know. I'll fucking eat it. Don't. But then this is the most egregious part that I'm fucking furious about.
This is
I
awesome. This is
ordered
awesome.
frozen fruit, a mixture of blueberries, strawberries, and I think raspberries. Right? One of them was not raw shrimp. Raw fucking shrimp.
We don't have anything.
As soon as I drop it off, Instacart hits you with the like, how was your delivery, right? Instant 1 star. Not even a debate, not even thinking about it twice. And then it was like, you know, what's the problem? I was like, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And then they were like, do you want a $20 credit? And I was just like, yeah. Name is Tony No Dimes. Here at BDGE, I am like a Taysom Hill type player, right? Jack of all trades, master of none. Do a little editing, do a little content creation, do some graphics. Some of my deliverables are to edit Nick's individual videos that he does with the Waiver Wire, the Ike's Lunch podcast, which goes up twice a week. Also cut up clips for that. Also make some other TikToks like trivia. So set that up for the other guys in the office to compete against. I am an absolute menace within these walls, so I have to deliver on that. What are my other deliverables? I really should know these deliverables by heart more, but I don't. Gotta write them down. Otherwise, you get in a situation like this and you just flat out forget.